we are being told to love our neighbors as ourselves. But how do we love our neighbors when we don't love ourselves? Many people today don't even know self-love. How do they love others? You see, they end up pleasing people. You may think some people are loving others, but actually they are pleasing people. You were just told to love your neighbors as yourself. Some people are not even in a good state, and they want to love. How? That is why we have been talking about self-love. Self-love is very powerful enough to shape you in a position where you can love others. See, we are in a world where we have been told to look away onto other things. We are in a system whereby we have been taught to serve things outside. Treat your brothers good. Show love. Show mercy. Show empathy. Show this. Show that. But I can tell you, I can guarantee that 99.9% of people on earth at this moment do not love themselves. They are not at peace with themselves. So when we are talking about spirituality, we are not trying to establish an institution or an association for you to come and join. No. When we say spirituality, we mean that now you are facing yourself. The you without religion, the you without your name, the you without school identity, the you without your career, the you without any labeling that the matrix has given you. That's what we are talking about. So after all is said and done, love your neighbor as yourself. Love your neighbor as yourself. After all this has said and done, when we go straight into our closet, that is where the reality is. The reality is when we are alone with ourselves and no one is around. That moment when you are at the closet, that moment when you are alone by yourself facing the wall, that moment when you have told everybody good night and you are going to face the wall at your bed, on your bed. That's how spirituality looks like. Spirituality is a journey of self. You have to find yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to give yourself care. In spirituality, you are experiencing yourself. You are present with yourself. The person that needs your greatest energy and love and support is yourself. You have to support yourself. To achieve, you have to eat well, put your body in a good state, stay connected to your body. Any food that you are giving to your body, know that it is either going to inform you or deform you. Are you getting it? So know these things. Treat yourself good. In this journey, there is a forever time. We are not limited. We are not in a hurry. We are taking our time to experience this life and have a natural phenomenon. We are weaving and creating our own reality. And how do we achieve this when we are not giving ourselves the time? That is why no one is going to grow in religion. You are not going to grow in religion because that moment you are not taught to focus on yourself. You are taught to focus on something else, to serve something else. There is an external force that is validating your life on earth. There is an external force that you are giving your power to decide whether you will go to heaven or hell. But listen, heaven and hell is a state, not a place. We are in the fifth dimension where we create the reality we want to see. So someone is in religion, yes. The person has given his or her power to the Yahweh consciousness, the illusional entity, and that God has become that dominant force over his or her life. So the person doesn't have any decision on his or her own. The person says, I live for Jesus. I am a Jesus slave. I am Christ's slave. It is not me, but Christ. A very stupid statement. It is not me, not I. It's not you. So you on earth is not you, but someone. So you came to live for someone. That is how. So listen, when we are talking about slavery and colonization, we are not just saying that, we are not just talking chains on our hands. It's not about chains on our hands, no more. Okay? So right now we are experiencing a post-colonization syndrome where, though these oppressors are not here, however, we are still running their program on the mental basis. We are running their programs on the mental frequencies. That is why when you are communicating a truth like this, someone will fight you. Someone will say that you are lost. Someone will say you are mad. Someone will say you are starving. But they are creating karma for themselves. We are awakening people. See, we were told that in life you need a man, you need this, you need that. You need this, you need that. It's not true. The greatest help you can offer yourself is to find yourself. And how do you find yourself? It's when you now come to the realization that you need yourself the most. Yourself need you the most. You need to be in that frequency of self. Meditation to self, yoga to self, eating for self, making plans, ideas come when you are focused on self. So it's a practical work. It's not that someone is coming to do it for you. The moment you want someone to do it for you means that you are not being responsible. So spirituality is being responsible of self, being responsible of creating your own reality. You wake up in the morning, okay? You start your day. The day doesn't start you. You don't just wake up and start moving around. You start your day. You take charge. You plan out. You stay present and connected. You communicate with all natural things around. See, you are one with all things. The trees, the animals, everything. You are one with nature. So you flow in that frequency. You go to the riverside. You pick energy. You spend time with yourself. You meditate. You walk in nature. You take a walk. You breathe in and out. You do some workout. You do some stretches. You do all these things. You take your food serious. You try to create your own lifestyle. You plant your own food. You desire to go into nature. You desire to have time. You take that time for yourself. You go on that vacation. This is spiritual. These are self-work practices that is going to help you. It's not a joke. So we've been lied to. Everything that we are seeing today on earth, any system that we are seeing today, we have to question it. They are all illusions. They are just meant to buy our time from ourselves. I had to leave the capital city and come to a place where I can be in that alone moment, in that solitude moment, to really find my alignment, to really see myself. I needed clarity. And at that moment, I didn't care what I'm going to lose. I left my job, a job that pays me very well. I left all these things because I was vomited out of the matrix. The ancestors were like, no, you don't belong here. Move away from here. Now, when I moved and I listened and I moved, things became challenging. But right now, I am in nature. 2024 is an establishment in nature. We are establishing ourselves and creating the life. So we are in the creation process. And how do we achieve this if we don't get to know ourselves? So give yourself love. You've always been that person that is always looking for it to see if everybody is okay. Oh, are you okay? Are you okay? But deep within you, you are not at peace. Deep within you, you are not at peace. Deep within you, you don't have peace. You are going through a lot. You are oppressed, suppressed, traumatized. Yes, still, in all these things, no, you are looking out for others. You are not focusing on yourself. That is why you are not healed. That is why things are not going. You are serving marriage. You are serving people. You are always looking out for people. It's time. Your body is calling you. I need good food. I need a good treat. Take me on a vacation. Give me some beautiful rest. Give me some meditation. Stretch my joints for me. Let me feel myself one more time, because you are always taken away. You are disconnected. Your attention is not here. Starseed, this is your time to focus within. Be in that state of visualization where you are sitting down as God and as a goddess, and you are flowing inside yourself. In all these things, you begin to receive ideas. You begin to receive many, many things. You begin to download information in that moment of stillness, because you have become present and you have given the time to yourself. We are so much caught up in the future. Some too are caught up in the past. But no, nature wants you to be present so that you can see things. Because listen, when we fix our present, the future wouldn't be a problem. The past will motivate us. The past is our motivation. We've been through a lot. We've experienced many dimensions of life. These are all part of the journey to work on ourselves, to weave our realities. And that's the future. So the future is in fixing the present. Namaste.